anything that exists requires time to expand and to be created. Now, if I told you to expand the universe without using any time, can you do it? Try it. Take no time and try to use no motion, which requires time. Motion, expansion, time times length. You see, it takes time to create a universe. So, you know that in the beginning, time began the moment the first particle came into existence. The moment the first particle came into existence, it began to expand with more additional time. And it began to expand into a dimension of space, and in turn into the universe. What occurred at the Big Bang? At the Big Bang, you have a singularity point. One particle. At the Big Bang, as it exploded, the time expanded, motion occurred, and creates time times length equals a dimension of space. Right? In the beginning, you have energy, matter, time, and space, all expanding, creating our universe. Correct? Here's your first particle. Now, again, attempt to make this particle expand without using any time, without using any motion, in order to create a dimension of space. The moment you make an attempt to expand it, time begins to be used. Time times length equals dimension. It takes time to expand a particle into space and create a dimension of space. If you reverse the process, it goes right back into singularity point. It returns back into a singularity point, which means 1. Positive 1. That's a historical event. It's right back to where it started from, and that's a positive 1. You cannot transgress from a positive 1 into nothing or negative 1. Here you have one particle. Is this one particle or is it 0? There's 0 and this is 1. A real active particle. If it exists, it takes a real positive number. Positive 1. It's not 0. It's not negative 1. It's positive 1. A positive factor number of 1. So, this is a real particle. In order to be observed, it moves around. This motion involved here, it expands. It takes time. And since that's the case, you could say that it's real time being involved. If you regress this universe back into its original elementary form, it returns back into one particle, a positive particle. This is like history. Imagine this being the very first particle again. History goes from point 1, positive 1, to positive 2, positive 3, 4. This is a real particle. It represents 1. It's not 0. It's not negative 1. The moment you present a real particle. The moment this particle can be observed, the moment this particle has motion, it takes time to expand. It takes time to move. Activity and time are interconnected. It's the same thing. If it takes time to expand this universe, and it takes motion, time times length equals a dimension of space, from point 1, a real 1 second, not 0, not -1. You cannot pass. When you create something, you require a real entity. Not to create history, you require a beginning point. And there it is. The moment it expands, history and time expand, and now we have our universe. In order to go back in time, in order to go back and regress, you cannot pass and regress past point 1, +1, because that's where you began from.